And Charles Fakoha, IBrandTV analyst, joins us now. Thank you for your time. Talk to us now. Good to hear from you again. But let's look at some of these stories now. The government, the federal government, is planning to remove what we call gradual removal of petrol subsidy, which they say will start from the second quarter of 2023. Well, of course, it looks like a U-turn from the initial plan. What is the implication of this?
Yes, thank you very much. Well, the government is trying everything they can to see that there is a smooth transition when it comes to subsidy removal. They don't just want to get to that June and just take it to work. So I think it's a good strategy so that they prepare the minds of Nigeria. And so that strategy of a gradual removal of the subsidy is a good strategy. It's fine. Nigerians will now begin to get used to it. However, you will see that even all the politicians that are coming, the graduates, it is their policy that subsidy needs to go. It is done deal already. Yes, I agree the implementation strategy is fine for them. You give them kudos, no matter how bad it is, subsidy has to go.
Now, gradual removal, yes, of course, some people may say perhaps it's a good idea. But the question is, what are some of the things that should be in place before the government starts gradually removing this subsidy? Yes, we know that some business analysts and of course experts have supported the removal of this subsidy. Yes, that of course is known. But what is not yet clear is how the government intends to address some of the structural problems before they can start removing it, because the impact, according to many or experts, it will be massive on the economy or Nigerians.
Yes, it's already seeing the impact because we are not even getting the petroleum at that price, and yet government is still paying subsidy. So that is fraud. So yes, it's going to be a big impact on the people, but we are going to get used to it. What is government to put in place? This current government, like I said some time ago, don't even have any strategy for the economy. They are just trying to do things here and there. They don't have any strategy. So coming now, in April, they are going to remove it before the due date. It is fine. It is better to just do this once and for all and begin to face the consequences. For the incoming government, yes, they need to now begin to have palliatives to cushion some of this effect of the subsidy removal. And again, up to today, we are still buying this product more than the approved government price. So indirectly, the subsidy has been removed. So Nigerians are already facing it. Yes, that is why we're already facing the impact of the subsidy. So removing it in June again will not be a shocker or a surprise to the average Nigerian.
Eventually, if that happens, the coming government will have to inherit that. But there has to be a smooth transition, because the concern, therefore, is that there has to be a smooth transition between this current administration to the next administration, so that we don't have a situation where the government will not be able to handle, especially the incoming administration will not be able to handle. Don't you think that's a conversation we need to start addressing or talking about now?
Yes, and that is why in the manifesto, you've been asking all the presidential aspirants, what is your economic blueprint? It is for me, it's like an expo, because you're already seeing the challenge they are going to face. So each of them, if they don't know what to do as of now, looking at the subsidy regime, the oil and gas generally, then they are not even fit to be in the campaign. So they were using their manifesto, they are seeing what they are saying. So it is now left for the incoming government, whether it is Labour Party, whether it is NDC, whether it is PDP, whether it is NNPP, once they get there, then from day one, Nigerians begin to assess them and see whether yes, they are actually really serious for the job. For the government is to continue. So if you get there and you inherit a very challenging problem, then you have to tell us your economic thing, you have to tell us your strategy, what you want to do. We are tired of bringing past government. We want to move forward, and yes, there is a challenge. What do we do next?
Let's look at the next story, of course, according to expert the Nigerian Economic Summit Group and other bodies have warned that Nigeria's unemployment rate may rise as high as 37% in 2023, and this is alarming. I know it's something that we're going to discuss in the course of our program today, but again, let's look at this now. This, of course, is alarming. How concerned are you about this?
Yes, like every other Nigerian, I'm so concerned because we cannot have 37% unemployment rate. It shows that almost over 60% of Nigerians are not working, and you see the implication which already seen: increased crime, increased vices, a lot of so many things happening in the country. And usually, if you look at that statistic, it's mostly the youth that are really unemployed. And when the youth are unemployed, they serve as a tool to be used by insurgents, to be used by unscrupulous politicians to cause more men in the society. And we already experiencing it. And the only way what government can do now is to begin to stimulate the economy in terms of policy, in terms of implementation of these policies, in terms of things that yes, you see agriculture, create a lot of investment in that sector, encourage the current businessmen to see that make this environment conducive for them, so that when they come here, there are challenges of power here and there. If you look at the youth who are even trying his best to get a place to do his business, power is not there for him to function. What will that youth do? They see it. So the economic implication of employment is huge, and for any government to be seen to be serious, you now must begin to tackle that unemployment problem. Why is skilled labor? Why is not skilled labor? We are not seeing the skilled labor leaving the country on a daily basis and going to other economy to get gainfully employed. So you can see that even skilled labor is living. And what that happens, what will happen to our economy? It will be grounded. So we need to start to tackle unemployment head on together.
Okay, let's move to the next point, which of course is about the 2023 budget and the federal government plans to cut borrowing in the year. I mean, that they said, having said that, they are saying that the plan is to reduce its debt servicing to revenue ratio from 80 to 60%. But talk to us. This look like a good news, and perhaps what is likely to change should we achieve this?
Well, that's one of the good news I've heard from this outgoing government. Yes, they've come to realize that the revenue service to debt, revenue service to debt is usually huge, and they've come to see it, and now they are now thinking of reducing the borrowing. It's good. Like I always say, who goes borrowing goes sorry. So at a point in time, you will see them and look at your borrowing and look at your revenue and see how you are going to have a balance. So the government telling us that now they are going to reduce. But again, they are living in just 4 or 3 months. You know, I don't see any impact. What I'm saying now, they are just telling the incoming government, please do reduce borrowing because we have borrowed so much and it's not comfortable for us. That's what they are saying. For me, it's just a message, a signal to the incoming government to reappraise our debt stock and see how we can manage it to a level that will not be too detrimental to the economy of Nigeria.
So how good, if you look at the record, how good at the moment the country's debt servicing to revenue ratio is around 80%. That's what it is now. But the current plan, of course, what they are talking about as regards this plan is to be able to reduce it from 80% to 60%. But how significantly will that impact on government spending? Let's look at that.
Yes, we have said the government needs to tighten their belt, reduce the cost of governance, increase our revenue, block all the leakages, yes, so that we will have enough revenue, so that the need to borrow will be reduced. That is the only way. It's a simple equation. Increase your revenue, reduce your borrowing. And you must put strategies in place to increase your revenue. The tax, that is the fiscal part of it. Ensure that more and more people are in that tax bracket, and ensure that the wealthy people pay reasonable
All right, let's look at still talking about the assessment of the Naira redesign, of course, and the new Naira notes, which of course is in circulation. But of course, the follow-up has been that these new notes, we don't have them out there. But the revelation by CBN yesterday is that the new Naira notes are out there. Banks have it, but it looks like they're not ready to dispense. So now they're coming up with a plan to sanction any bank who is dispensing the old note. So let's talk about this. What would you say? How would you assess this development? You have new Naira note. How well do you think the banks are complying with this dispensing of the new Naira note? So, but because it looks like the dispensing of the new Naira note is very poor.
Yes, I agree with you. The dispensing of the new Naira note is very poor. I have a practical example last week where I went to the bank ATM and I wanted to collect just 5,000 naira. I was giving full naira because I went into the bank or threw the money at them and said I'm not collecting until I get the new naira. You cannot be telling me bring my own note, then I go and to the ATM and through they are dispensing to me full naira note. And of course, I don't know how they did it. I was just giving me new naira note. That shows that the banks, the deposit money banks, are very, very irresponsible. Because when they're blaming the CBN, the CBN tells us that these new naira notes are available. So why are the banks holding it? And that's what CBN is saying, we are going to be creating sanctions. For me, CBN is even too slow in terms of implementing that sanction. If we have just less than 2 weeks to go, and those old naira notes will not be moved to the legal tender, and yes, you still do to EPS, you are still dispensed to the old naira notes. CBN should use the sledgehammer to penalize any financial bank that still dispense old naira notes in their ATM or if they are going to withdraw cash. The new naira notes are available. CBN has told us, so it is now left for the bank to continue to dispense. And any of the banks that are not implementing the CBN order are doing the CBN, they should be sanctioned and quickly.
I know that the bank, the Apex Bank now, is still bent on that January 31 deadline. Do you think that is still feasible? Because most Nigerians do not have these new naira notes.
It is still feasible as long as the deposit money banks will do what people have told them to do. Stop your ATM with the new naira note. If I come to your counter to withdraw cash, please give me new naira note. They told them work on Saturday to collect the old naira note. It's a very simple thing. For now, no ATM should dispense the old naira notes. For now, no bank should give over the counter to give old naira notes. I will now begin to encourage all those persons who have the old naira notes to come to the bank and deposit it. You know, they should make it as easy as possible. Like if I come to the bank with old naira notes, they should attend me quickly when I want to deposit. That is the only way we can achieve this objective.
Let's look at
must be fair so that can be achieved.
Now, Charles, I want us to look at this critically because they said they've issued a directive to banks: do not dispense this new naira notes over the counter. There shouldn't be anything. It should only be in the ATM. I mean, do you think that is effective? Because not everybody goes to the ATM to withdraw cash. And so some people will come in to take, to also withdraw cash at the counter. But maybe the process they are put in place is not working. Perhaps it's time for us to start looking at how to review it.
Okay. Yes. If we are talking about financial inclusion, yes, all your policies cannot be 100% favoring everybody or at the same time. Yes, the issue here is the ATM machine to dispense in naira notes. Yes, maybe I try to discourage persons from doing cash transactions. So, yes, it is my option. If I want to be back, I want to withdraw 10,000, 3,000. Yes, I should be including the new naira notes because I am still going to spend it in circulation. So, trying to say don't dispense new naira notes at the counter only on ATM for me is a very faulty policy. Not all Nigerians have an ATM card. some people believe the old traditional way, you must attend to them. I specifically write checks, and they come to the bank, they cash their check. As long as the cash withdrawal is still within the CBN approval limit, then it is wrong for CBN to say to spend only new naira notes using the ATM machine and not over the counter.
Finally, I don't know if you have if you've seen the new naira note. I don't have it yet. Even when I go to ATM, I can find it. There are still old notes there. So, do you see an extension of this deadline? Because I still remember that the Senate asked the CBN to extend it, asking for an extension of about 4 months or 5 months extra. Do you see an extension in this?
Well, for me, I would not support an extension because this policy is directed at trying to solve certain other problems we don't want to mention. So extending it beyond maybe January 31st now might not meet that objective. So I will not encourage an extension. However, looking at the present, looking at what is going on, I want to suggest to CBN you can maybe extend it just by only 2 weeks. Only 2 weeks. Yes, that is the advice I will give to CBN. Only 2 weeks. We should not listen to this politician. What is there in carrying your own naira loan and going to deposit in the bank? What is the physical thing there? Carry it and deposit in the account at the end of the day. Yes. That's why we are saying, for it to succeed, the bank must begin to dispense new naira notes, either from counter or from the installation.
Well, like you said, 2 weeks. Well, I'm still going to wait to see how, the possibility of the new naira note getting into the hands of every Nigerian. Let's see how the CBN goes about that. Thank you so much, Charles Fakor, IBrandTV analyst. Thank you for coming on Business Breakfast.
Thank you for having me. How's it?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Still to come after the break, the Nigerian stock markets closed in the red Wednesday by 0.16% amid buy interest and sell-offs as investors lose 46 billion naira. So we'll take a look at why BS dominated activities in Wednesday's section ahead of fourth quarter earnings. Well, that's next on the program. Please stay with us.